said, I'm doing some testing, working on a few things while we're just hanging out down here in the little barn while the goats are out there running around. Sit here and wait for some people to jump in, hopefully. I didn't check to see if anybody was doing lives at the moment, and I probably should be wearing my reading glasses so I could actually see better. Waiting on dear husband to jump in so I can make him a moderator. I don't know if I can reverse my phone around to just walk y'all around the farm. So I'm gonna play around a little bit. Hey, hello Hendrickson Family Farm. I hope y'all are doing good this morning. Oh, that's a filter. I don't want a filter. I'm getting echo, I think, from being too close to you, maybe. I don't know how to do any of this, y'all. I'm sorry. Hey, look, there's how you mute the microphone. I was trying to see if I could turn my camera around so y'all could see the goats. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. It's right there. Okay. I'm going to walk y'all around a little bit. I see a second person has joined, but I can't see who it is because I got this filter thing set. I'm trying to close it without closing the stream. There we go. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. We still got all this mess right here. The goats like to come hang out right here and eat amongst all this stuff. We just kind of let them roam all around. The gate's open enough they can go in there. Oh look, they think it's time to eat some more. I feed them a little bit and then I let them out, so then they mess around that area and then on the other side of this shed row, and then they eat in here, and then they eat through here and all down through here and around the little barn. Got a volunteer pumpkin plant. I watered it yesterday, but something is after it, I think. I grew pumpkins here last year, and one of them decided to sprout, I guess. I don't know if we're going to get anything off of it, though. Even with watering, it still looks terrible. But, well, I think the horses are all up front right now, so you can't really see anything there. You see the semi going by. We're right on the highway. So we get traffic noise at times. Oh, there's Oreo. Oh, there's husband. Okay. Now maybe I can figure, oh, and he's buffering. Or maybe he's telling me I'm buffering. Miss Oreo had to go to the vet last week. And they drew some blood work on her because she's gotten so skinny. She's our skinny mini. She's like the healthiest sack of bones I've ever seen. Any words of, oh, don't spill my soda. Any words of advice on that's appreciated. She gets medicated feed. She's maxed out on that. She gets max amount of calf manna for goats. I've got her back on alfalfa pellets, but waiting on lab work from the vet. So now I'm pretty sure the guy that I got her from talked about vaccinations. Hey there, Hedgehog, how are y'all doing? We're just kind of hanging out down here at the barn. I'm trying to kind of figure this out, how to do this from my phone. But I was just talking about. Oh, hello, 12 Stones Ranch. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's staying cool because it's already heating up here. But I was talking about Oreo. I'm working on a video talking a little bit more detail on her. Oh, okay. Let's see if it'll work. I have to change the position of my hand. Rotate. Uh-oh. No, leave my soda alone. Oh, I forgot to let the chickens out. We've got baby chicks still in here. They're not so babies anymore. They are, oh my gosh, she's going after the egg pellets. Let me get this out of here so Oreo's not after it. We let those young chickens out yesterday for the first time. I need you to open this door for me, Robert, and put this up. They don't need the chicken food. So yeah, the chickies are starting to get to come out now. You got that, I'll get the door for you. Yeah, I was trying, it tried to like disconnect me. I'll have to try again in a second. Okay. Here. You know you're gonna have to hurry, she's gonna be right in behind you. Whoop, whoop. Gotta be quick around here. Hey, Simply Jan, how are y'all doing? Whoop. Did y'all see the chicken? They are not sure what to think about having some freedom. They don't know what to think about the goats. Hey there, Jen. How are y'all doing at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve? Excuse my cough. Chicken's kind of getting dusty in there. I need to wet that down because all the moisture just drains through that stall skin. It's like this one piece of fabric that lays over it that's almost like that landscape fabric except thicker. So then when anything urinates in there, it just drains into the ground. But it dries everything out when it's a setup like that too. But that's one reason why I'm letting them start to come out too. Because I'm ready to clean that mess out, get it out of the barn. And Cookie's getting so big. Yeah, she's the youngest one, and she's probably 40 pounds now, 35 pounds, somewhere in there. But Oreo, thin. I've had a lot of people tell me because of her coat being so shiny and stuff that they think it's maybe because she's still nursing Cookie. And Cookie's about 3 months old now. And I'm afraid, honestly, if I tried to wean her at this point, that it might stress Oreo out enough to kill her. I don't know. Plus, I'm still waiting to hear back from the vet. But I still have not figured out. I'm going to have to reverse this. Y'all going to see me as a sweaty mess. Because like I said, we're still down here. If I can figure out how to reverse this. Again. Okay, there we go. It's me again. I was doing this because I was hoping to be able to maybe somehow from the phone to be able to set moderators. And everything I've pushed so far just kind of wants to mess up the stream. So I think what I'm probably going to do, I wanted to do some live streaming, just walking around the farm and showing everybody stuff. And then that way, if they had any questions, they could ask me. If there was something that they wanted to see, they could. The horse pellets that's, to feed Oreo, the goats, yeah, that's one of the things. I'm on this Facebook group that's like goat emergency team or something like that. I'll have to get it for y'all. Very knowledgeable people on there. That was one of the things that they had suggested was a senior feed, and then of course the alfalfa. Oh, horse pellets for chicken bedding. Well, the stall skin with the pelleted horse bedding, I have a whole other story about that, y'all. I discovered, I made a YouTube channel. Actually, I made 2 of them back in 2008. Forgot all about them. Just discovered them again yesterday. It's got some old videos of ours, y'all. I don't know if I can get back in those accounts, but I'm definitely going to be swiping some video off my old channels. And just to be able to show y'all some of the changes that has happened. Y'all get out of the trash. But, no, you don't need to eat trash. We got to haul those barrels off and empty them. But, oh, here they are. Oh, here's all the goats. I forgot that I was on me again. Anyway, So I'm kind of debating on whether or not to try to live stream more around the farm or do some just sitting at the desk. And I'm probably going to do mostly at the desk because sitting here, number one, I'm out here in the heat in the barn. even in front of the fans, I'm still sweating. So I'm going to turn this back around so y'all can see the goats again, because they're all sitting here looking at me. They're like, ain't it time to go in? This is the horse barn right here. We had this built back in, I think it was 2012. And we made oversized stalls on this side. And it was for the mares that were like gonna foal. I used to be on this live stream service called Mare Stare. And whenever we had a mare that was due to foal, we would have them in here. I don't even know if the cameras are in here anymore. But anyway, we got out of that and not doing that anymore. So that's what one of the videos I was talking about, being able to redo and revamp some of this. I need to come in with the blower and blow a lot of the webs and stuff out of here, because we haven't had the fly spray system on. We've got one of those piranha systems. There's one of the sprayers, I don't know if you can, but the line runs across here. It runs across all the stalls. Then we have the two 12x12 stalls there. This was going to be a wash stall, but that year, hey there, Tiny Tim Posey, how are you doing? I haven't jumped in a live stream with you in a day or two, I think. But I hope you're having a good day. I'm just kind of giving a little tour of my dirty horse barn, but just webs and dirt everywhere. I reached a point where it was like the last thing to do that year was the floor, and it was this time of year and it was hot, and so I said I'm gonna wait till the fall, and it was that fall when I got sick, and so it has just sat. But it's still handy. We use it for hay storage through the pallets in there. We stack hay in there when we need that space. We've got this space here that we made for that purpose with the concrete floor, and we use it to just store some bedding and the hay. I've got to go through horse blankets and clean them off. Some of them need to go in the trash, and some of them I maybe can rehome. There's the goaties. In the feed room, it got so hot in here, my fan blades kind of got warped on the ceiling fan. But I've got saddles hanging in here and tack. I've still got to go through all this. And one of my little shorts, I posted my boots. I haven't even wore those boots since 2012, I think. About 10 years now. But got kind of sorted out a little bit. Was able to work again for quite a while, until about 3 years ago when my back went out on me and I spent a year basically in bed. Couldn't walk. So I started building strength the next year, and by the end of that year I decided to make a YouTube channel, having forgotten all about the other ones I had already made. I know, crazy. But anyway, so I can't figure out how to make moderators by phone. I can't even see the comments. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong here. Oh, why is it not? There we go. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Anybody got any other advice on Oreo? Let me see if I can get back here. Remove, put in user. Ah, there we go. I figured it out, y'all. Yay! Okay. So, I have actually 4 channels, because I found those 2 that I made in 2008, and I already knew about one I made in 2011. My my son, the youngest son, is tech savvy, I guess you could say. And it's about the best way to put it. He knows about computers and stuff. well, between him and our oldest grandson, they, after I made the Okie Homestead channel, I was telling them about the other channel and said, you know, I couldn't remember how to get into it because of the email and stuff. They figured it out. So I've renamed it Alternate, and I'm going to use it. I may end up renaming it Okie too, because my plan is to use that as also a moderator account. I hope we're set to go to the Video Creators United. It's the end of August. Keeping It Dutch and Arms Family Homestead are putting it on. It's going to be up there. Husband has all that information. I can't remember. Things don't stick in my mind the way they used to. So some things I just can't remember. But he has all that information. And it's at a hotel. And they do have a website. You can go videocreatorsunited.com. Or you can go check out Keeping It Dutch or Arms Family Homestead. Either one of those to get the more information on it. Walker Farm Family also knows the information on it. I know they're going. It's basically to be able to go and learn how to grow your channel. They are already kind of giving a few hints and tips, I guess you could say, when they're making their videos. Their normal day-to-day type stuff that they do. But I hope to learn a lot there, and I hope anybody that's planning on going, y'all give me, holler at me so that maybe we can, meet while we're there and get to know each other a little bit and check out each other's critters. But y'all check that out if you have any interest. Like I said, it's up around Tulsa. Robert, can you put that information in on the chat? It's like the end of August. Where is it at? I don't know if you can hear me. With the fans blowing inside the barn, you can't really hear. Can you put that information in the chat?
What information?
The town. Where's the hotel at?
Broken Arrow?
Broken Arrow. Thank you. I can't even remember Broken Arrow. That's why I'm saying, I can put the link. I can go back in once we get back in the house and put the link in for the Video Creators United. They are going in and doing kind of like some of the big YouTube channels that have the big conferences out in California, wherever, I don't know, some of the biggies, and just giving words of advice. And I'm not even sure what all they're going to cover. Basically, a little bit of everything from what I understand. And there's going to be several creators up there, and I have questions, so I'm going to have me a list of questions, and I'm going to do one better than that. Anybody that has questions they want me to ask, maybe it's something that I hadn't thought of myself to ask, we have until the end of August to come up with a list of questions that maybe we can all put into practice. I know some of us go and we watch Nick Nimnetti and vidIQ and a couple other of those channels that give you tips and tricks and advice for the smaller channels to help them grow. And those are really good channels to listen to in case you don't already know about those. So if you have a question that's like a burning question on how some of these bigger channels, how they accomplish some of the things that they do, that's the kind of questions I'm going to write me a notebook full of questions, and I'm going to ask them when I'm up there and hopefully get us some answers. Because we all know that in this community, we all need to help each other. And so that's basically what I'm going to try to do. And that other account, not only using it as a moderator account, I really don't want to confuse the algorithm. And so I'm thinking anytime that I have any kind of advice from, whether it's like on the GoPro 10, because it was a nightmare for me to figure it out. And it's like, now that I got it mostly figured out, I can do stuff. And so just helping each other on stuff like that, like how Mr. Boots and Bounty does. That's the kind of stuff that I kind of want to do with that channel. Is just kind of help and learn myself too, because never stop learning. Always keep trying to learn. You can learn something every day without even trying half the time. So I think I hate to do it because these goats are eating exactly where I want them to eat. I guess, let me see. I'm still not seeing the chat. Oh, hey, oh my goodness. See, I didn't even, the chat keeps like disappearing on me, y'all. Hello, Black's Tropical Homestead. Hello, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. My goodness, I didn't even see y'all come in here because this chat keeps closing on me. I don't know what's up with that. I had never done it by my phone, so now this is like one time by the GoPro, one time by phone. And hello, JB Conway and Fallen Arkansas Veterans. Did I say that already? I'm going backwards now. Okay, and Annie's Kitchen at Urban Homestead. There we go. All right. I'm glad to see y'all all in here. I try to jump in and visit with everybody a little bit, you know, throughout the day and throughout the evening sometimes. But, and I don't know, JB Conway, do I? Have you got a channel, JB? I'm all into, I love watching, like when people go in and do land clearing. I like watching construction. I like watching, let me see, beautiful scenery. I mean, who doesn't like watching beautiful scenery? So and always learning, like I said, you know, there's always little tips and tricks and advice that you can pick up from everybody. I love that. I wish I had learned a long time ago the community that is actually on YouTube. I mean, you know, even back when I made those channels, I never even knew. You know, one of my videos I made is like almost 2,000 views on it, but that's like, I can't remember if that's the 2008 channel or the 2011. But, yeah, I'm like, oh my goodness, I never even knew. I just got so wrapped up in normal life. All right, cheerleaders are awesome. Gotta love that. That's the way I did for years and years. And I tell you, finding these older channels just reconfirmed to me why I made the channel to start with. And that's because of the fact that for a year, I couldn't hardly walk. It was torture to even get up to go to the bathroom. My husband had to do everything. And family kicked in. We had a couple of our kids moved out here to pitch in and help whenever they can. So that's why it's like people in town say we have a compound. It's not a compound. It's oldest daughter and youngest son that's out here with us and their kids. And so we get, you know, our family gets together any chance that we can, you know, like most families. We're just fortunate in the respect and, you know, the fact that we're so close together. You know, we're not spread out throughout the country like so many people. I love that. I love Australia. I wish the chat would stay up longer. You know, it's like it keeps disappearing on me on the phone. I'm not used to that. But it makes sense, because if I had the video on me instead of the goats, I figure y'all'd rather watch the goats instead of watching me stand here and sweat. But, you know, that's just it. It's like I want to be able to use that other channel, like how Mr. Boots and Bounty is doing, and just be able to take that information and use it. A video I'm working on right now that's discussing the sprays, how some people are against sprays and some people aren't, that, you know, there's a use for everything, and it's just being judicious in the way you use things, especially something that's known to be able to come in and kill, but the toxic plants got to go. So that's one of the things I was talking about on that video, is actually showing that you do not have to have a plant app on your Android phone in order to ID plants, because Google has that little camera and that little microphone on their search bar, and all you got to do is hit that camera and take a picture of something and it'll show you what it is. It's like technology has really got us spoiled. But yeah, so If y'all didn't know that about that, and you see a plant, you're out foraging or you're traipsing in the woods or gone for a hike at a state park or something, and you see something and you're not sure what it is, you know, as long as you got some kind of Wi-Fi signal or cell phone signal where you can hit that little camera thing, and Google will pretty much ID it for you. It'll give you a list of things and you can compare notes and figure out what it is. So it's very handy. And that's just the kind of little tips and tricks. I mean, I'm 57 years old. So it's like there's a lot of stuff I don't know that these younger kids know. And I am fortunate in that respect because the techie stuff, you know, at least I have help with that stuff between husband and son and grandson. I have help with the techie part of it. I'd be lost without them. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to keep y'all too long, and I appreciate every single person that has come in here. I appreciate that Little Ridge Farm, and I keep sitting down and trying to email. It's like I've got to start writing me a list. You see, I got kind of like an ADD thing. I can't seem to stick with one subject for long. But I'm fixing to put out some videos, and I'm going to start trying to get a little bit better about it. So, and doing the live streams. And my biggest thing, like I said, is I want to be able to anything, because it seems like sometimes having somebody that like speaks your language, so to speak, you know, is more not too techy. It makes it easier, I think, to learn from people like that sometimes. I know sometimes for me it is, you know. But back to Oreo, I do want to get back to her. I need to call the vet and find out what the blood results were. Or is it just that she needs to wean Cookie in order to gain any weight? So I'm going to get off here. Y'all can get back to your day, and I'm going to round these goats up, which is easy because all I got to do is holler at them, and they'll follow me to the barn to go get some food. And then they have a whole pen area over there that they hang out in during the day. And then I'm going to get back in the house and try to clean up and cool off. Oh, thank you, Andell. Thank you. When did you hop in here? I didn't even see you hop in here. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, I'm doing everything I can. Every time I sit down in the house, I am just watching for anybody in their live streams. It's like any chance that I get, I'm keeping an eye open for my live streams. And I've been going in on some of y'all and making sure. I know some of y'all, I automatically, when somebody said, make sure you hit the all notification bell. Some of y'all, I didn't have it set that way. And so I've been going back channel to channel and trying to make sure I have all notifications set so that when y'all go live, I can jump in. Because this is pretty neat. I like being able to talk to y'all like this. And I like, you know, when y'all all get together and do that too. And I hope to do that at some point too. To be able to get on like StreamYard or the Melon app or one of those. And be able to like have different people up and just kind of hang out and chit chat. So that's my end goal. That's the direction that I'm headed. All right. I kind of wanted to just let y'all know that. But I'm going to get off of here and let everybody get back to their day and get back to the house, get these goats put up. I'm not even 100% sure how to stop this thing. I have no idea. I'm going to say bye now because I'm probably going to hit a button here in a second that's going to disconnect.